So fencing, when we talk about fencing, most students think we're going to get swords and start stabbing each other. But fencing is actually diffusing a fight, attempting to diffuse a fight as best you can. And it's called fencing because at some point you have your hands up and there's this little fence you make between you and them that they have to cross to get to you. But it has multiple steps. The first step in confrontations, this is someone's up in your face. They're not necessarily attacking you yet. They have other stuff that you learn when they just come up and throw a punch or grab you or something. But this is where that's a social altercation and they're really heated or intoxicated or high or some combination of those, and they're up in your face and trying to start a fight, or it's something that might escalate to a fight if you're not careful. And the first thing you do is you want to assume a not threatening but ready posture. I don't want to step all the way back to some sort of fighting stance because that might provoke them, oh, this person wants to fight, but I can do a little bit. So I offset my feet a little bit and I pick my hands up a little bit. So this is calming, soothing. Hey, no worries, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'll just leave. Something like that. And so now I'm ready. If I need to, I can still act from here, but it's not the full aggressive stance. So first I try and calm them down. And usually, in my experience, having done this a couple times, to calm down people who are really excited and angry and avoiding having to be in a fight is generally you agree with them, you let them be right. You know what, you're right, I'm sorry. I could see how you could hear it that way, that's not what I meant. And you just generally let them be right, agree, unless they pin something on you, you broke into my car, you stole this, say, you know what, I didn't steal it, but I can help you figure out who did, something like that. The best mindset I've found to have is that this person is your friend, because if they're not your friend, they're going to be your enemy and you're going to have to fight them. So it's better that we're friends and I'm trying to figure out a way to work out a method out of this exchange where we don't have to fight each other. So I've got this calming gestures, I'm keeping my voice, my posture is strong because if I get afraid, I might provoke an attack. If I inflate also, that's usually what they're expecting, and then they'll just keep inflating until we have to fight it out. So I want this confident, relaxed posture, and my voice is calm and soothing, and that's where I start. However, it doesn't always stay there, so sometimes it might be where you're trying to calm them down, and they either just escalate too quickly, they get really up in your face, and they're grabbing at you, or chest bumping you, pushing you around, or you're trying to calm them down, it's not working, they've twisted something you've said, and they've got more angry, or someone else showed up. In one of the instances that I had to do, the guy's girlfriend walked over, and then he started all over again at the beginning of his argument. So in that case, if they're getting more aggressive, then generally what you do is you put a little bit of space. You back up a little bit, give them some room so that they need to be big and expand. This is me, this is my space, you're in my space. Okay, you can have your space. It's not turning and running away, because again, that might provoke an attack. So here, okay, yeah, you're right. Hey, you're right, I'll leave. I'm sorry that this happened, and you create some space. If that doesn't work and they're coming at you, you might do a little push-off, and this isn't an aggressive big push to get rid of them, because that might just start the fight, but I push myself backwards off of them, and create a little more space. And if they're getting faster, then I might need to switch from a calming tone to a more commanding tone. Hey, whoa, slow down, man. Hey, calm down, stop, chill out, I'll leave. And so you get a little more commanding, but again, I'm still not like, hey, come on. I'm still in charge, and I'm still trying to avoid the fight. If I get really backed into a corner, they're really coming at me fast, or they're just screaming and I can't get through to them and they're coming at me and I'm worried the fight is about to start, then I'll do a really big push off and say, hey, stop! I don't want to have to defend myself. Stop. Pointer. Not pointing at their face, not down here, but up, so they know I'm talking to them. You, stop. I don't want to defend myself. And at this point, this is called drawing the line. So I might think of, here's a line in the sand, I'm not going to cross that. Maybe I'll cross it one more time to let them know, so they come in one more time, I'm like, for real, stop! I don't want to defend myself. And they come at you, and then at that point, after you've done that, you've done everything conceivable to end the fight before it happens, to get out of it. Then at that point, if they cross the line, then you actually are defending yourself. They have given up on talking, and at that point, run or fight or whatever it is for the situation you need to do.